Okay, welcome everyone to the webinar. We're just waiting for some more people to flow into the webinar, and then we will get started.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning, Sam. How are you?
I'm good. How are you? How is it in Barcelona?
I have to say that we had a couple of rainy days, gray outside and cold. The temperature have dropped so much, which I love. I was waiting for the cold since June. I'm a big autumn and winter lover. Um, And people ask me, what are you doing in Barcelona? Well, I also love Barcelona. I love the Pyrenees. I love Costa Brava. I love
Yeah,
Jaén and Colserola. So I want a little bit of both. But yeah, I love the cold weather. But today is
great.
sunny. So
Great.
it's sunny outside. The sun is shining. And how is in Singapore, Sam?
Well, so right now Singapore, it's wet weather, dull every day, unfortunately. Yeah, but
Oh,
it's the rainy season right now.
yeah. So not a
Yeah.
good time to travel to Singapore, would you say?
Yeah, probably not.
I'll make
Uh,
sure to come to Singapore in
yeah.
hopefully the best.
Oops. Oh, sorry, Teresa. I unmute you. You can unmute yourself, Teresa.
I
Yeah,
did.
thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, great. So I guess it's as good a time to start our session. Welcome, everybody. It's so great to have you all here. So before we start, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Sam. I'm a business development manager with Tablet Hotels and Michelin Guide. Been with the company for about coming 5 years, and my markets include Asia Pacific and South Africa. And with me today will be Teresa, my colleague. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Thank you, Sam. Good morning, everyone. Good morning to our guests, to our audience. My name is Teresa Donofrio. I'm a business development manager at Michelin Guide and Tablet Hotels. I've been working for the company during the last almost 6 years. I'm based in Barcelona and I cover Italy, of course, and Spain as markets. Back to you, Sam.
Great. Thank you very much, Teresa. So to start off, I'd just like to present some slides to you guys. Today will be a very interesting topic. We'll be talking about the Michelin Key experience. And we are very honored to have some hoteliers here to speak about their experience receiving this distinguished award. And to start, 2024 has been an important period of time for us at the Michelin Guide, because first and foremost, the Michelin Key was born. It is the first edition, and so we wanted to share with you some information, and also we'll be talking to some of our hotel partners in regards to our experience with the Michelin Key Awards and also being on the Michelin Guide. So just a introduction on Tablet Hotels and the Michelin Guide. Um, Tablet was born in 2020 on the premise that in this day and age, we have so many options for travel planning. It can be frankly overwhelming. And Tablet came in with this idea of helping customers cut through the noise and find the best of the best hotels in the world, and helping them find incredible places where they may not otherwise found on their own. Ultimately, we want them to focus on the fun part of traveling and have a truly incredible booking and stay experience. And in some ways, Michelin much earlier on offered a similar experience with the paper version of the guide. And in 2018, Michelin acquired Tablet. And so now we are one company offering a unique selection of hotels, whether you're on Tablet or Michelin platforms. So our selection team handpicks every hotel or every hotel of the selection on the tablet and the Michelin guide. These individuals who refer to us, who we refer to as inspectors, they are full-time employees of the company who work anonymously and independently. Our curation process for the selection takes into consideration several criteria that you now see on this slide. So the first one is hotels that show excellence in interior design and architecture, hotels that are highly individual, reflecting their personality and authenticity, hotels that are consistently providing quality in service, comfort, and maintenance, hotels that are basically a destination unto themselves, basically also contributing to the local experience and engaging with their local communities. And of course, delivering an extraordinary experience for its price. In addition, special considerations for hotels are given for them who provide a high quality food experience, like the Michelin star restaurants or even restaurants that have star potential. We also give special consideration for hotels that demonstrate strong commitment to sustainability and local communities. And not too long ago, as I'm sure you all know, we launched the full hotel booking path on the Michelin Guide, which means your hotel are currently featured and bookable there. And this is an incredible opportunity to expand your visibility and production with us, as we have more than 4 million site visitors a month with the Michelin Guide. And we also have features like showing how close your hotel is to a Michelin rated restaurant. And that is unique to our platform. In fact, we are the only OTA that has synergy of restaurants and hotels. And we have been building this since our acquisition. And with these two factions, when users search for restaurants, we are able to expose them to hotels and vice versa. So we know that restaurants are searched with a super high frequency, as restaurant selection generates a lot of traffic, and that's an opportunity to expose these users to hotel selection and capture new customers. So over to you, Teresa.
I'm on mute. Can you hear me? Thank you,
Yes.
Sam. So today we are here, as you can see on your screen, with 4 incredible properties, 4 incredible hoteliers at the Michelin Guide and the Tablet Virtual Travel Week. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for being here today. These are some of the top-rated hotels in Europe and possibly the world, which is why they've been awarded with the distinguished Michelin key this year. So let's meet them, shall we? First of all, we have Marta. Hello, Marta. Good morning. Marta is the online distribution key account manager from the Minor Group. So, Marta, you are representing several hotels we feature on our platforms today, and they have had quite a number of properties awarded with the Michelin key this year across Europe and Asia. Good morning, Marta. How are you?
Yes. Good morning. Good morning.
You
Thank you
based
for your
in
invitation, first
Portugal?
of all.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm hearing you from Portugal. And thank you once again for inviting me for this event. And it's
Thank
true,
you.
my name is Marta, and I'm here representing, let's say, I don't like the word representing, but I'm here to talk a little bit about my experience with minor properties in Tablet, and now Michelin Guide, of course. So please feel free to ask whatever you would like to know from
Thank
us.
you. Thank you, Marta. Thank you for your time and for being here. Next on
Thank
our
you.
list, we have Alberto Perez. Alberto is hotel director at Palacio del Bailio. May I say it's an oasis in the center of Cordova, and they have been also awarded one Michelin key this year. Congrats, Alberto. I hope everything is fine in Cordova. How are you today?
Hello, Teresa. Hello, everybody. Yes, I speaking from Córdoba, which is southern Spain. This time of the year is not so warm as it used to be. It's cold, but it's still sunny, like all Andalusia. And well, today I'm willing to help and to speak about the hotel and tablet and Michelin.
Thank you. The sun always shines in Andalusia, Alberto. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next on our panel, we have Annarita Prea. Annarita, I have to say there is something wrong with your camera. We cannot see you. I don't know if, oh, there you are.
Okay.
Good.
Hello.
So next, it's Annarita Aprea. Annarita is a sales and marketing director from Casa Angelina, a beautiful property. It's a pure gem on the Amalfi Coast, southern Italy. And the Hotel Casa Angelina was also awarded with one Michelin key this year. And in addition to that, their restaurant, Un Piano nel Cielo, was also awarded with a Michelin star just by the end of 2023, if I'm not mistaken, Annarita. So you got there the whole package. I know that you are not on the Amalfi Coast today. You are in Germany, very busy. And I also want to thank you because I know you've been so busy between ILTM, your trip to Germany. Thank you for being here. How is in Munich?
Absolutely, Teresa. It's a great honor for me to attend this panel. Thank you so much for the invitation and for the patience throughout this week of travels that I've had. I wish I could stand under our beautiful lemon trees by the pool, which is so iconic for Casa Angelina, but today I'm sitting here in Munich. So definitely colder weather with a very Christmassy atmosphere. And as I said before, it's really a great pleasure to share what has been so far a long-lasting and successful cooperation with Tablet Hotels Michelin Guide.
Thank you, Narita. Thank you. It's a real honor for us to have you here. Thank you. And on our panel, last but certainly not the least, we have Enrique Vives. Enrique, you are the owner of Terra Dominicata, an incredible resort, best Catalonian kept secret in the Priorat wine region. And Terra Dominicata was awarded with the 3 Michelin key this year. So good morning, Enrique. How is everything in Terra Dominicata? I hope you are based there, because if you are not, you should.
Yeah, actually, good morning, everybody. Thank you for having me. No, right now I'm in Barcelona, so I'm close to Teresa, I think.
Okay, so we're very close to each other. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, I will be going to the hotel this afternoon. Yeah. And now very happy to be here and very happy to share our experience with all of you.
Thank you. Thank you. An honor to have you here. So today's session, as the name speaks by itself, we are here to talk about the Michelin key experience, but from an hotelier perspective. You, as awarded properties, our audience today would love to hear from you, from the 4 of you. But before I give voice to our panel, I would love to give you a quick introduction to my first question. So some of you may remember that in 2021, Tablet selected hotels were included in the Michelin Guide. Tablet became the official hotel selection of the Michelin Guide. And this was, as just Sam mentioned before, the first time that users were able to search, find and book Michelin recommended restaurant and Tablet recommended hotels in the same platform, in the same space. So this big change, what it meant for you as hoteliers was a new exposure to a new whole audience. In fact, you saw your property featured not only on the tablet website and tablet app, but also on the Michelin Guide website and app. So it's been already 3 years since we did all these migration. Nowadays, all our hotels are featured and recommended on tablet and also on the Michelin Guide, right alongside with our restaurant recommendations, which is pretty amazing. So with that introduction, I'd like to kick off with our first question. And Marta, I believe we can start with you. My question is, how it's been like having your hotels, in your case, hotels in plural, featured on the Michelin Guide during the last 3 years? Give us a little bit of insight, what's been like for you.
Well, I would say that having a very relevant part of our minor portfolio for tablet located in Europe, where Michelin has a very strong presence, it was the perfect combination, this merge between tablet and Michelin for us. Michelin, for us Europeans, it represents the highest level of hospitality. Be recommended in Michelin Guide, give us automatically like a seal of excellence, quality, confidence. And this is exactly the message that we want to send to the industry and to our today and tomorrow customers. I would say that more than the direct profitability that this partnership brings us, the most valuable added value from Michelin Guide for us is not only the direct business it generates, but the notoriety, the influence, the penetration, which definitely help establishing our brand in this niche of market. In 2024, with more than 30 properties currently connected, we see the share of European markets increasing versus 2023, which seems to be directly driven by the Michelin Guide presence. And anyway, of course, USA and Canada market still represents the bigger slice of the pie, with around 42% of our total production in 2024 versus 46% in 2023.
Wow, that's amazing. Thank you, Marta, for sharing that. And even those data are very promising and amazing. Thank you. Alberto, what's been like for you to be featured on the Michelin Guide during the last 3 years?
Well, for us to be selected as part of this first Michelin Guide in Spain is great. No? In terms of promotion, is a huge tool for us. I mean, the international reconnaissance that has Michelin is all over the world, and that is a great promotion for international guests. And our hotel works with more than 80% foreigners, no? And then in terms of quality as well, everybody knows in the world the standards that Michelin takes, no, the highest standards they require. So to be there, the guest has a tool to choose, a new tool. Okay, there is Michelin hotels. I will choose the hotel using the highest standards I know I'm going to get through Michelin. Is why we have this distinction, the key distinction at the main door, because when the client enters the hotel, he sees the distinction, so he knows what is going to get inside. Now, I think it's a great tool in terms of international promotion and also related with quality, no? Quality and gastronomy.
Absolutely, absolutely, Alberto. Thank you. Anna Rita, would you like to add anything on that?
Yeah, I'd like to add that for us, I mean, it was particularly significant because we've been working with tablet hotels since the very beginning, so many years ago. And we found that with the addition of the Michelin guide, the entire value that this curated portfolio of hotels had was even more reinforced, and therefore the combination of both excellence in the like hospitality plus the solidification that we had thanks to the exposure of the Michelin guide was extremely successful. And from our from the Casa Angelina experience, I can tell that it drove even more business than it used before. So it was definitely a winning combination.
Thank you. I'm glad to hear that, Annarita. Thank you. Enrique, would you like to add anything? What's been like for you being on the Michelin guide all of a sudden, 2021?
No, for us it's been like I would say firstly it's like we're very proud to have been recognized as such. I mean, for us and for me as an owner and for the team who work there, it's there's always some pride in it, in getting this kind of recognition.
Sure.
And of course, in terms of market visibility and getting customers who, we are a very small hotel, a very small boutique hotel, so we are able to engage our customers in a very personal way, and we can ask them how did they get to know us and that kind of thing. And recently, like the Michelin guide is more frequent in their answer. So in terms of recognition and market awareness, is been great for us.
Thank you. Thank you. And yes, if I can add a little bit on that, Enrique, the Michelin guide covers both restaurants and hotels, as we already mentioned, and these are two verticals that complement each other. And Sam mentioned before, when the users are planning for trips and looking at hotels, they are exposed to the restaurant and vice versa. So when they look at restaurant on the Michelin guide, they are exposed to your hotels, basically. And also there is a big element, I believe here, it's the trust in the Michelin guide, the restaurant selection that I've been there for already 100 years. That has been passed on to the hotel selection, to your hotel selection, basically. And then that also adds our services, the ones that we provide, such as our customer service excellence and our digital expertise as well. So it's a combination of both. Thank you for your insight. It's been interesting to hear your experience. And Sam, now the floor is yours again.
Yes, thank you very much, Teresa, and thank you for the panelists for your wonderful insights. We're so glad to see the impact that Michelin Guide has made for your hotels. So we've come to the topic I'm sure most of you are here for, which is the Michelin Key. And you may ask, why have we created the Michelin Key distinction? Well, the reason is because after selecting thousands of hotels across the globe for the Michelin Guide, it is now our privilege to specially highlight the creme de la creme of our selection. All our hotels excel in design, architecture, service, and personality, but the Michelin Key denotes the absolute most outstanding experience in our selection. As most of you already know, we have a team of inspectors that are scouring our selection to find properties worthy of distinction, and in the form of the new award, the Michelin Key. While we know being a part of our selection is an honor, we wanted to find a way to recognize hotels that really go above and beyond. Similar to how the Michelin Restaurant Guide awards stars, hotels will be distinguished by 1, 2, or 3 keys. Keep in mind that these inspectors are completely anonymous and completely separate from our team and the entire business side, similar to how the star system works for restaurants as well. We've just finished awarding all the first keys for 2024, and the reception has been pretty incredible so far. This will be an annual award, so we are excited to see how it develops and how our hotel partners strive to achieve the award. And some little info for everyone, since the announcement of the first key in March this year, Michelin Guide bookings have been steadily increasing month over month, and about 30% of bookings are coming from organic sources. Our conclusion is that these clients were already users of the Michelin Guide. Additionally, there has been a steady increase in users as well since the key has been announced, and it's increasing with every key announcement. And looking ahead in 2025, we can expect new announcements in the second quarter of next year. As of now, we are still waiting to hear what new destinations will be covered for next year. And also, in the next slide, you will see how the keys are displayed to honor our key winners on the Michelin Guide. Teresa, back to you.
Thank you, Sam. I love that slide. The Terra Dominicata is on it. So back to our panel now. I'd like to start maybe with Enrique, maybe, since the Terra Dominicata is displayed on the slide, we start with you. We are very curious to know how did you learn about the award? I mean, it must have been something big for your property, for you, for your team. If you can walk us through, that moment when you learned about the award, the free Michelin keys for Terra Dominicata, how did you feel? How did you share the news with your team? Where were you? Just walk us through that day.
Well, yeah, thank you, Teresa. To be honest, I'm feeling a little bit ashamed of explaining this, but we were not really aware that Michelin was rating hotels. So we got the message. We really didn't understand what was going on or what the message was talking about. So it took us, to be honest, probably like a whole day to realize what had happened. Of course, when we realized that we were awarded with the 3 keys, yeah, we shared it with the team, and it was a time for celebration. But in the beginning, really, we were very surprised, and we're not aware of that this was happening.
Did you celebrate once you
We
realized?
did. We did. We toasted,
Yeah.
and we shared with the team. And of course, it's for all of us. I mean, moreover, when you're not expecting it and when you're not aware, and you work every day to make things good, to make sure that your customers, your guests are satisfied. But when the recognition comes from someone else from the outside in an anonymous way that visited you and that you were not aware, I mean, it makes it even better.
Amazing, Enrique. Thank you. And Anna Rita, how was in Casa Angelina? How did you hear about the news, and how did you celebrate, if you did?
Of course. So Teresa, as you may know, in Italy there was a lot of excitement and anticipation surrounding the introduction of the Michelin key, and I personally had been reading extensively about it. Needless to say that expectations for us were incredibly high, and to be honest with you, I also would like to share that this recognition felt for us even more significant than the Michelin star itself, because we do have, of course, a beautiful restaurant, but Casa Angelina is a small boutique property, like high-end. So a recognition as such, it really has been perceived and received as a stamp of approval. So we learned about it, I mean, just through the official announcement made by Tablet Hotel. It was a thrilling moment. It really marked a milestone for us, and it really was the testament not only for the excellence, like something that we strive for every day. But as I said before, it was really a stamp of approval, and we have celebrated. I think the most important moment was really to share it with the team, and everyone was feeling really proud about it. So it was definitely a very happy day, I have to say.
A very happy day indeed, indeed, Annarita. And Alberto, how did you learn about the news and what did you do with the team?
Well, first of all, to congratulate the Michelin guide for so fantastic idea. No, I think that this in 2 years it will be a mature, when the idea is mature, when the product is mature. The guests are loving this, and in 10 years they will say, why not this guy to be made before? No, I mean, the package, the hotel rooms and the restaurant is an incredible idea and an incredible product. So the guests will be happy now and in 10 years time. Then before receiving the prize, we have a slight idea that something was going on, because the first release was in France, I think. So, okay, I start to read, it's going to be a Michelin guide, but you know, this Michelin is always, depends on the inspectors. You don't know the inspectors, you don't know what is going to happen. It depends very much on them, no? So it's nothing. And the day we received the news, we first received the news from the Michelin directly, and it was like, wow, no, we are in this selection of best hotels. Was pure joy, because we received more distinctions, we different guides, but this is special, no, to be Michelin is special because there's so high standards, Michelin, and there's so strong image related to gastronomy. So immediately the press start to publish, the local press, the Spanish press, the international guests start to congratulate us, to call us, to send email to us. So it was a week like, wow, pure joy for us, you know, and for the team. And this is based in a previous work in food and beverage, many years since many years. So for us, it was pure joy, I would say.
Definitely. I'm sure it was such a great day. And Marta, what about you and minor group, you know, Marbella with a few other properties across Asia, in Thailand. How was it?
It was such an honor for us to be awarded with our first Michelin key in Europe. We have been contacted in April by Michelin Guide. We received an email. In the first stage, we did not understand exactly what it was, I have to admit. But yeah, we received the email informing that we received our first Michelin key in Anantara Villa Padierna in Marbella. Yeah. And we think that this recognition is like the culmination of our dedication to our customers, consistency, sophistication, excellence of service, client-driven orientation. But we truly believe that it's really important, never leaving behind the authenticity that our customers seek. As an Antara brand, we carry this responsibility. It's something in our DNA. We want to be always on the top of mind of our customers and provide an unforgettable journey. For us, it's never just a room. This is our bedrock, let's say. We have currently one Michelin key in Anantara Villa Padierna in Europe. It's the only one in Europe so far, and we have 5 in Thailand, all from Anantaras. And we are very confident that there are more to come in 2025. Fingers crossed. We are working very hard for that. So let's see.
Finger crossed, of course. Thank you all for, it's very exciting to hear, what it's been like for you. And thank you for sharing with us and with the audience. Definitely, this was an accomplishment that has been many years, like 4 or 5 years in the making. The reception, even for us, for tablet, Sam, you may also recall, for our team, has been really worth the wait. We've been seeing an enormous and very positive response from hotels, from the industry. We received a wave of emails inquiring about the keys from hotels. We are also seeing awarded hotels very proud to display the plaque on the front of the hotel at the entrance or wherever you decided to put it. And we also were very excited that hotels are now recognized in the same way that restaurants basically have been recognized for so many years. Thank you. Next question, I'd like to address this one to Annarita. Annarita, Casa Angelina has been awarded with 1 Michelin key in 2024, but you also have a special restaurant in-house, Un Piano nel Cielo. It's also been, it was awarded with 1 Michelin star by the end of 2023, if I'm not mistaken. So, I just want to get an idea of how these 2 different awards have impacted your property, and not just your property, even your team.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a very good question. Thank you for asking, Teresa. So let's start from the essence. If Michelin evaluates hotels with the same rigor and detail as they do with restaurants, then this represents definitely a new benchmark for excellence in our industry. And this is the reason why the impact that both the much awaited Michelin star with Un Piano nel Cielo and then the one Michelin key this year were so were really so significant for us. And these two prestigious awards have enhanced and taken to the next level the reputation of the hotel, but not only that, it's really the commitment to excellence for which Casa Angelina is known for. We've got 36 rooms with 140 team members, so you can really, by this ratio, you can really understand that there is not just the gastronomy, but there is the hotel overall. And it was really so meaningful because with this recognition, it was a testament for us that we were doing the right thing on both from an hotel level as well as the gastronomy. The impact, so this was really the impact that these achievements had on the property. As far as the team is concerned, they instilled an immense sense of pride and motivation for the entire team. So, not just the food and beverage team, but and the restaurant team, but the entire 140 angels, like we like to call them, were prized with this testament to dedication and pursuit for perfection. And last but not least, from a guest perspective, so I have to say that it enhanced even more the expectations. This year we've seen a very healthy growth also of reservations that were coming from foodies, but at the same time people that consider the Michelin guide as a Bible, and now with the fact that we have both stamp of approvals, it's absolutely to the next level. And just last thing I want to add from an hotelier's perspective is that we have really highly valued these recognitions, because unlike many awards, many nowadays there's all about these awards, there was nothing political. We didn't even know that we were inspected. So this was really organic, if I can describe the word. So it's not just having a journalist on property, or trying to make yourself known. This was really it all happened without us noticing it. So it's extremely valuable, I think.
Absolutely. You didn't know that someone was there. You didn't know
Absolutely
they were
not.
actually
No.
going to be a key award for hotels. So, as you said, pretty organic and natural. Angel, we are very excited to the journey ahead, and really can't wait to see what's the next year holds for Casa Angelina. Narita, thank you.
Thank you.
I'd like now to ask Marta, in terms of integration between Michelin Guide in the middle long term, the integration between hotels and the restaurant. What would you like to see on the Michelin Guide in the future in terms of integration between hotels and restaurant, I might say?
Well, in terms of restaurants, it's not my area of expertise, let's say. But overall, what I would like to share is that we would really love to have the opportunity to participate more in Michelin initiatives, newsletters, and so on, and take the chance to improve our awareness. Something very exclusive, and we would like to have this kind of options to drive our collaboration across the year. Of course, talking about a chain representative, we would like to understand a little better what's the criteria for an hotel to be accepted and so on in Michelin Guide. For instance, we as Minor, we have more than 300 hotels across the world, as you know. For sure, not all of them are Michelin properties, we know that, but we have a very extensive portfolio to be submitting applications one by one, hotel per hotel. So for all those that we consider potentially interesting to be integrated in Michelin, I of course understand that your selection process is absolutely confidential and inviolable and so on. But for large chains, actually the process is heavy. So this is something that I would really love to have this kind of support from you in terms of new integrations, let's say.
Thank you. Yeah. We are in the middle of a conversation with yourself and Ivan, so we will get on that topic on a separate environment, I shall say. Thank you, Marta.
Right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And now I'd like to move to Enrique, if it's okay with you, Enrique. Terra Dominicata, again, let's remind the audience, have been awarded with the free Michelin key this year. And what sets the free Michelin key hotels apart is their exceptional performance across all evaluation criteria. Same as shown as before, the criteria that inspector take into account while evaluating properties for the key awards. And Terra Dominicata concretely does not just fulfill one of two criteria of the 5 that we saw before, but it's the best of the best in all categories. So now that your property have been awarded with the free Michelin keys, Enrique, I am curious to know what are the plans for you, for the property, to maintain these free keys, because you already reached like the highest standard. So how you going to maintain? Any plan?
Yeah, we can only go down right now.
I hope not.
Well, the thing is that we did nothing special to get the award. So I think that the only way for us is to keep doing what we have been doing until now, with the same enthusiasm and care for detail on our guests. My wife is a director of the hotel. I'm with her like more in the back office. So
Okay.
yeah, being a small hotel, we can be like very implicated on the day-to-day basis, and you know, motivating our team to deliver the best experience, uh, paying attention if we make a mistake, trying to solve it and to don't do it again, and make corrections. It's always like this kind of business is like you're always tweaking your product, not to satisfy the larger number of guests that you can. So nothing special actually. We hope that by doing the same things we that got us here will allow us to keep the recognition for the coming years.
Thank you, Enrique. You definitely did a pretty good job, I say. I'm sure that,
thank you.
you know, the passion and the dedication had paid off with the free Michelin key. So well done. Congratulations.
Thank
I
you very
would
much.
check with my colleague Sam, who is our timekeeper. How are we going on time, Sam?
Yeah, we can definitely go on with a few
Thank
more
you.
questions.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I got your approval. Thank you. So let's discuss a little bit more with our special guest today. I'd like to go back to the criterias that we saw before. Our 5 criterias that inspector take into account when evaluating hotels for the key distinction. So shall I start with you, Annarita? My question is, based on those 5 criteria that we saw earlier on our curation model, which do you think your hotel performs the best and why? Why do you think so?
Well, Teresa, I have to say that this is quite a straightforward and easy question to reply for me. And I don't need to find other words other than your criteria number 3.
Okay.
It's really staying true to our vision. You know, Casa Angelina is all about quality and mainly consistency. We've always had a very clear vision of the understated luxury, heartfelt hospitality, like obsession for details. And this is something that now, since 2008, when the hotel was open, has always been our mission, our goal. So we haven't really moved from there. So consistency is our key word. So we will continue with these core values, which are like quality, but quality in a way that it also gives an added value to the guest experience. As you may know, rates, price levels on the Amalfi Coast have been really, have grown a lot. I mean, it's quite an expensive destination by itself. So this extremely high service level, quality-wise, I mean, we try to give as much as possible back also to our guests, and therefore this is going to be, let's say, the main model that we will continue following. Yeah, the core value.
Good luck, Annarita. Definitely, Casa Angelina is the best place to experience La Dolce Vita, as your website states, right?
Yeah, absolutely, Teresa. And I want to add, thank you for also mentioning this, because for us it's La Dolce Vita, but we like to say that it's reimagined. So we are just now launching some editorial that is really called La Dolce Vita Reimagined, because it's the authentic Amalfi Coast, it's Praiano, but it's a different vision of luxury, quiet luxury, understated, extremely curated. So I think it's a perfect match with what you are doing with Tablet and Michelin. So we couldn't be prouder of being part
Thank
of
you.
this.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you, Annarita, for your kind words. Thank you. Alberto, I'd like to ask you the same question. So if you look at those 5 criteria, what about your property has been performing the best, and why do you think so?
Okay, I'm very happy to say that we match all of them. It's difficult to choose. No? Number 4, for instance, is a destination, the hotel, the location, Andalusia, Cordoba, what we talked before. But well, if I have to choose one, I would say the first, excellent in interior design and architecture. I mean, if I spend in this hotel a couple of nights, then what I will remember about this hotel, the first will be the building. No, we are a palace, 16th to 18th century, full of stairs, fountains, etc. From the palace, we have a Roman house underneath the restaurant, first century. The gardens, all together, all blended with fine design, new design touches. So the first image that will come to me if I were allocated here will be, wow, a fantastic history, architecture, design this hotel has. No?
Thank you. If I can say, as you know, Alberto, I stayed at your property not long ago. It was April, I think, and I did have the amazing experience to have a breakfast looking through the glass to the Roman ruins. Yeah, so it was a pretty great experience, I have to say. Yeah.
Thank you.
I believe it's time now to wrap up now, Sam.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah, so unfortunately we have run over the 45 minutes, but we still wanted to give any one of you in the audience an opportunity to ask questions if you have any. Unfortunately, we can't get to every one of your questions if you do have one. And in case we do not get to your questions, we please email our hotel partnerships email address. My colleague will send it to you in the group chat. And or if you know your business development manager, please do not hesitate to reach out to them with any questions. Yeah, with that, actually, we do have our first questions from Florian. Will there also be a printed version of the Michelin hotel selection as it is available for the restaurants? Well, we are trying to go digital for sustainability reasons. But we know that there are some European regions that do still have the printed version as of this year. And if I'm not wrong, the hotel recommendations are also printed in the same rate guide. We are currently unsure if the guide will still be printed next year. So if it is, it would still most likely be with the rate guide. Same with it will be together with the restaurants basically. Yeah. Yeah, so we'll just wait for a while more for
There is
the
actually a question, Sam.
yeah.
So how do I apply for the Michelin keys? I'm happy to take that one. So there is an application to be considered for the Michelin keys. So if you represent a hotel that is already featured in our selection, really there is no need to submit any application at all. be assured that your property has already been considered and it's eligible to be evaluated for a key distinction. In fact, all hotels and all destinations are eligible to be considered for the key distinction, but there is no application as such.
Okay. Okay. We have another question from Panafat. So the inspector will come as incognito guests, also staying or just day visit. Unfortunately, we don't have the exact details because, as I said, they are anonymous and separate from the business side. But we do know that they will visit your hotel to do the evaluation, of course, before they consider any hotels for the key. But it's just that we do not know how they do their work, basically, if I may add in that way. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Think we have another question. Are the keys permanent or renewed yearly? Yeah, so just as the Michelin key is just as the Michelin star is renewed and awarded yearly, it is the exact same for Michelin key. So so if you do get the one key, you would have to work to keep the key, and our inspectors review them every year for the award. Okay.
There is
Yeah.
another question from the audience, Sam.
Nice.
The inspector will come as incognito and stay in, or
Oh yeah,
just day visit.
I just answered that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right. I don't see any other question.
Okay. So if there's no other questions, we will wrap up this webinar. Thank you all for coming, and thank you to our amazing panelists for joining us today and sharing your experience. It's been incredible to have you here today, and we are so excited to see what hosts for you next year as well. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Marta, Anna, Rita, Enrique, Alberto, for your time, for your
Yes. Thank you.
insight, for share your experience. Merry Christmas to everyone, to the audience, to you. If we don't see you before Christmas, enjoy the rest of the year. And thank you so much for this opportunity. Thank you, Sam.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Teresa. Thank you, Sam.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank
all.
you.
Thank you.
Have a
you.
lovely day.
Bye-bye.
You too. Bye.
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 Bye-bye. No, I didn't ask for it.